Today I'll be showing you all my start to finish for product photography. And just because I know it's so easy, that I'm going to take you along with me on my very first product shoot. So stay tuned. I guess we'll go through the gear first. I got my camera on top of the tripod, and today I'll be taking a picture of this apple soda. That will be my camera keeps disconnecting from my laptop. I didn't know this was gonna happen. Anyway, I have my camera tethered to my laptop. That way I can take the pictures without shaking the camera. I also have my trigger, which I will now turn on. This is just part of life. Sometimes your tech wants to work and other times it doesn't want to work. Okay, I'm back. Okay. I was going to use my super cheap speed light. It broke yesterday, obviously too cheap. So this was the speed light, just something I found at a bargain store, secondhand store. It was in a camera kit for like $20. But I will upgrade this eventually. Instead, I will be using an actual studio strobe. You can get these on Amazon for relatively cheap. I got a set of 2 of these. These are 400 watt strobes, and the kit I got for almost $300, which isn't bad. I'll be using this the studio strobe on the with the softbox attached, which also came in the kit. It was a complete kit. All right, let me make sure everything's turned on. Okay, I'll be putting the images up on the screen as they show up. Okay. Let me try to get my laptop back up. Apparently my cord is corroded. The cable didn't anticipate this, but yeah, it's a happening thing. Apparently I'm not wasn't super prepared. Here we go. I'm back up. Let me just look at that picture. Making sure everything is exposed correctly, which I should be doing from the laptop. Okay, that exposure looks fine. All right, I will now just turn it off right quick. Prepare the product. I'm just using glass cleaner and glass cleaner. Make sure there's no fingerprints. I'm using a newspaper, that way I keep so I don't have fingerprints or dust. Okay, that's fantastic. Guess I probably need some more on there. This is not what the pros suggest, but I'm going to use my shirt. Fantastic. I'll make my framing right. Oh, and the backdrop I'll be using is just a $1 poster board you can buy at any store. Use this notebook divider just as a gel, which you see later while I'll set up the backdrop. Let me cut this down to size. Okay, because I'm going to use half of it for the foreground and half of it for the background. I'm just planning this right now. It's up too high. This might be too low. I have no idea. First time for everything. I'm gonna set this further back that way. And just zoom my lens in. Since I have it. Let me focus. Okay. I chose blue because it's opposite the color on the it's opposite the color on the opposite the brown color on the color wheel. So for a good contrast. And I'm also using to trigger the camera this $40 kit I got on Amazon. I'll link it in the description below. I'll just try to balance. Matter of fact, I'll tape it down to my tripod. And you can also trigger the camera using this here. Okay. Should have done this ahead of time, but you guys are catching it on the fly. Okay. That's still a little too low. You know what? I'm going to turn this poster board vertically. That way I can get just as much as possible of the height of it. I learned product photography from Sandy Duro on Improved Photography Plus. Let's do that right. Just down just a bit more. Using the gloved hand. Wow, this already looks fantastic. Zoom out just a bit. You know what? I'm gonna just move it further back. That way I don't. My autofocus is saying busy for some reason. I have no idea why. Let me get my framing right. Lock down the tripod. Okay, my autofocus is back. I'm locking down the tripod now. The pros do suggest getting a pro level tripod, and that's what this is. I've made a pretty nice investment in that. Since on this channel you guys will see I plan to go pro, so I got the good stuff. I'm just getting my camera focused right now. Okay, it's focused. So I'm gonna take this, put this into manual focus now to lock my focus. All right, now it's left to just light the bottle. I'm gonna switch back to, let's see, just regular, let's see, program mode. That looks fantastic. Okay, great. But all these lights, the ambient light in the room, will not matter because I'll be using the studio strobe or flash. You know, speed light, anything will work here. Speed light, studio strobe, yeah, either one will work. And just to show you that the ambient light does not matter, I'm going back into manual mode. I'm at ISO 100 f8 at a 200th of a second. And as you'll see, man, laptop done disconnected again. Okay, I'm back. You see it's a completely dark frame. That is because right now there's no, like, the shutter speed is too fast for it to pick up any light, and that's why the light we introduce will be the only thing that matters in the room. Let me make sure I like the framing. Let me switch that back into program. Oh, perfect. You see here's all my camera settings, and then this is the picture. Fantastic. Let me... That looks great. think I like the framing. All right, back into manual mode. And we'll start to light this. I'm gonna go ahead and set this up because we want the light to come through the bottle. Just as I learned from Sandy Duro. Just using this to hold it down. The key to this is to make sure it's out of the view of the camera itself. Let me see how I like that. I'm just going back and forth between program because I just want to see what it looks like. Oh, wow. That's already, okay, I don't see it in the frame, so we're good. And you see that already illuminated the bottle already. Okay, let me introduce flash. I need something to flag off the light to keep it from spilling onto the actual subject because I just wanted to hit the reflective card that I just made by cutting out the shape of the bottle and wrapping it in aluminum foil. Sandy suggested a mirror card, but I didn't have one. And you know what I'm saying, today I'm doing everything basically on a budget because I haven't gone pro yet. Stay tuned. You know what, I'll just use the bag. Got my shredder in my one hand. Okay, that's a little too bright. I'm gonna decrease my shutter speed right in from the camera. Well, oh right, never mind, I forgot. I didn't switch back to manual mode. That is entirely the problem. Okay. This is a little bit more awkward to carry around with one hand than the speed light, but yeah. Let's see. Okay, as you can see, it's still got onto the. It's still on the. I need to come further over with it, further this way. Okay, that's not. Okay. I'm just moving it over as I can see. Okay. I also didn't mention that I'm also going to composite the images together, but, and I'll bring in the different layers that I want of the exposure. Which is a technique called compositing, which they also have a course on that on the Improved Photography Plus by, happens to be, Sandy Duro. Let's try more this way. Let's go more, let's try this way. I'll try to find one that I like. Try to just keep it out the frame as much as possible. Okay, I think I like that. Looks like the camera might have shifted a little bit. Which I'm gonna have to the key here is to make sure the camera does not move up at all. That's why disconnect it again. I apologize, my equipment is not acting properly. There's nothing wrong with the laptop or the camera itself. And that's just the standard EOS utility that the program that corresponds with the Canon cameras. Let me feather it a little bit. Okay. Let me magnify this and make it bigger. Alright, let me now light it from above so I can get the label illuminated. Which I think that might be good. Don't let the light spill into the lens. Check on arm workout. That's not exactly lightweight. And yeah, I like that. Okay, now let me light the background. I'm going to do that by just making the light blue here by sticking our makeshift gel. I'm trying to shake the camera. I really shouldn't have left this here. Okay. I'm gonna have to readjust the layers anyway. Make sure they're auto aligned. The key to compositing is really your editing program. But if you're starting out photography on a budget, you're gonna be all like, oh well, I can't afford Photoshop. I don't use Photoshop either. I'm using a program, a free open source program named GIMP. GIMP. Which you, if you choose to, you can watch that video. You'll still see the full video, the final product at the end of this video. But if you want to watch me edit the photo in GIMP, that would be a different lesson for a different video. And I'll record me doing that. All right. Let me see. Okay, my trigger isn't responding. Oh, yep. Okay, we got blue light. Let's go. And we gotta come over this way and illuminate it from the back. That way we have some separation between our foreground and our background. Okay. I just want to make sure I have enough. Okay. Yeah, this will be much easier moving around a Monolight, or not a speed light. Okay, I probably have the frames. Let me, laptop disconnected again. Oh, here we go. We're back. It's taking way longer than I wanted it to. But it's my first time, so I just thought I'd take you guys along with the journey. You're welcome. Alright. Okay. I think we have all the images we need, and yeah. Well, that's it. And yeah, you guys now see the final product. It looks good. Probably gonna go into my portfolio, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.